What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rich Stay Profit. I'm back at y'all with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the recipe for destruction when it comes to day trading. And I believe everybody has experimented a bit with this equation of destruction, and that's going to be impatience plus frustration equals doom. Okay, I'm going to talk about how impatience and getting frustrated with yourself in the impatience is just a one-way ticket straight to doom, straight to blown accounts, straight to red P&L that you're not even proud of, red P&L that you can accept, and it's a cycle that will continue to repeat unless you break it. So I'm here to speak more on that equation and tell you how to get rid of it. But if y'all new to this channel, make sure y'all like, subscribe for more content like this, where I help traders with their psychology when it comes to day trading. And y'all get to follow me along with my journey and my struggles and my wins and my accomplishments. And I'm going to continue to grow as a trader in front of everybody. So if you guys are rocking with this content, like I say, always show love and support. We are 10 subs away from 500. It was a goal of mine that I wanted to hit before the end of 2025, and we're gonna get it before the end of November. So if y'all are new to the channel and y'all want more content like this from a trader that is really going through the process of getting to payouts, getting to profitability, not no scam, not no fugazi, no BS. This is real raw from an everyday person that is still going to work, working his 9 to 5, still trying to grow as a man, as a leader. Y'all get to follow me on my journey. So I'm just here to do my purpose that I believe God has called me to serve. And I feel like it's fruitful. It's fruitful for me to help people mentally when it comes to trading, because trading is simple, but the only complicated part is ourselves. The only complicated part is what's inside, going on internally with us. So if I can help people master themselves, master their internal, they can be better traders. They can change their lives for real. It's not all about the flashy, glamorous cars, the jewelry, the chains. No, that comes with it. But what's really more important is who you are as a person, understanding yourself. And that's exactly what trading is going to do for you. So I'm just here to help everybody on that journey and that process. Before we get into the video, I do want to mention that I have a group with my mentor. We provide like daily calls with the team. We provide all the course material, everything, the system and strategy. If you guys are novice traders, you guys want a system that is like beginner friendly and it works and you could build from, and be surrounded with 400 plus individuals, like-minded individuals that want to see each other win and succeed, make community, make friends, build a network. Join a VIP network down below in the description. The price is pretty solid, but it's going to be well worth it. And I truly believe that what we do, what I'm doing, helping bring people into the group, it allows people to feel not alone. And for me, I was alone in this journey until about July, and it has changed everything for me. It lets me know I'm not by myself, and it helped me mentally, right? So just want to give that opportunity to everybody, but I'm gonna hop straight into this video. I don't want to drag it too long. So the equation, impatience plus frustration. So we can start with impatience first. When you're impatient, impatience is when you have a setup, you know what you're looking for, but somehow you end up in a trade before you're supposed to be in a trade. Like, for example, let's say you're waiting for price to reach a gap, or you're waiting for price to break out. You want to actually know, you want price to tell you, I'm breaking through. You want to see it close, right? If that's part of your plan, why are you getting in when you see that bullish engulfing? Like when you see it forming, like as it's forming, you're hopping in like, oh, this is the bullish engulfing. And then you get slipped, right? And that candle that looked like a bullish engulfing is now a big giant wick. And now you pretty much got in a trade at the worst possible time, instead of just being patient and waiting for setups to come to you. So impatience is the number one reason why traders end up trading extra over trading, right? Because you get in a trade that you weren't ready for, and you take a loss waiting for your trade, and then you may take a trade when it's actually presented to itself, and you may still lose. But that doesn't mean that loss was part of the trading. Like that loss was part of your trading plan, but now you have two losses because one loss was because of your actions, and another loss was because it just didn't play out. And now you're frustrated with the fact that you lost twice when you only could have lost once, but then you trade again because you're frustrated. Now, this is where the frustration comes in, right? I kind of just gave it away. The frustration is the anger with yourself. The frustration is the disappointment in yourself. And then there's like a sense of like, I can't believe I just did that. And then when you have frustration and you're impatient already, you've already shown both of those traits. What do you think you're going to do? You're going to overtrade now, right? You're going to want to feel better about the dumb decision that you just made, which is now compounding another problem with a problem. Do you understand? And this is like the easiest spiral for people destroying their accounts and destroying their P&L for the week, for the month, etc. Is just being impatient and then getting frustrated with yourself, and then rolling it all up in a big giant ball, and then trying to throw one last shot at the market, and you're still in a trade that had no sense. You're still in a trade that didn't align with your plan because it's emotional. Any emotional trade is automatically not part of your plan. I'm gonna say that again. Any trade you take that has any emotion tied to it is automatically not part of your plan. Because your plan that you created was for you to trade unemotionally, trade to a point where you could accept the result, you could accept the outcome of your input. But your input is flawed because you're impatient and you get frustrated with yourself, and now you compound the issue with an issue. Let's not do that, okay? I want to say, and I've experienced this too, right? When I come to y'all with these things, don't make it seem like I've gone through it, because I still experience it. It's just more so I've been more patient with trades. Like at first I used to have an impatient move, right? Impulsive move, and lose a trade, and then take another impulsive move. So I'll have like two trades that I've entered and they didn't make any sense. And then I see like, oh, this was a trade I should have been waiting for. And now I'm already two trades in the hole. So now I'm taking a third trade just because of that, right? And I guess clearly, if you're impatient, the first thing I could do, or the first thing I could tell you guys to help this issue, is to slow down. Like, slow down. You're clearly getting into something that you are not seeing. I want you to focus on waiting. When you wait for trades to play out, when you wait for that confirmation, I would rather you guys start missing out on trades and instead of getting in a trade too early, because at least you get to see your trade play out. You get to see your playbook trade play out if you were patient enough to see it hit, right? And this could be a level, this could be a fair value gap, this could be a fib retracement. I'm gonna go over some of my playbook in the next couple of videos, so be on the lookout for that. But for me, I would get in trying to be smarter than the market, because let's say I have a setup, right? Let's say I'm looking for a price to reach a fair value gap and then continue higher. And before price falls to the fair value gap, I'm sitting here thinking, well, can I take a short to the fair value gap and make money just on the way to the fair value gap instead of waiting for the actual playbook? So I'll make a decision to do a counter trend setup to my entry. Like, you try to trade to your entry, don't do that. Especially with 9:30, 9:30, 8:30, whenever New York opens for you, right? That's the most volatile candle of the day, more times than not. So for you to get in a trade early in the most volatile position ever, you're just waiting to cook yourself. And I did that to myself not too long ago, probably about 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. And I took a trade early trying to get to a fair value gap, or I'm on a call with the team and we're all waiting for this entry. I'm trying to take trades to the entry and have some profit already. But it's just like, where is your exit? Where is your stop loss, take profit? This is like you're just having unnecessary trades because you just want to make money. And that's where all the impatience come from. You just want to make money. And if y'all watch my last video about being numb, I think being numb will help you not be so impatient and doing things in your personal life that make sure that you're covering everything that you need in life. Everything that you need to live really isn't much. But if you're a person that needs things to live and you want to live a certain lifestyle, you want to uh, go out and have money to go out, you want to have money to go out and travel every here and there, you want to eat out a lot. I literally say this to people all the time, like your financial situation plays a big role in how well you trade. And if you're a person that like is struggling and you literally are relying on trading to save you, you're going to have a hard time trying to reach profitability because you're so focused on reaching profitability that it makes you lack the characteristics of a profitable trader. Does that make sense? So I always tell people, like, make sure you can pay your bills, make sure everything is good in the home, make sure you or your loved one, your spouse, your girlfriend, anybody that's in the household with you, make sure they're taken care of, make sure they understand, like, to not make life like difficult, right? But if you're by yourself, if you're on your own, like, bro, create a budget that works for you, create a budget that works for your family, and make sure what you do, like in your real life, is enough to cover your expenses for your life. And now stop you from needing to take so many trades like unnecessarily because you want to make money. You want to always stay in the abundant mindset. And I talk about this all the time. You guys have to be in an abundant mindset in order for you guys to not be impatient, in order for you guys to not be impulsive. And it's easy for people you see online for them to like trade with such confidence. Why? Because they've already made the money. They already have a lifestyle. Everything is already at peace, right? Like, they're good if this trade hits or not. So they're not going to do anything to, for one, destroy the trade. And then for two, if they do lose for the day, it doesn't matter. They understand that these things work. These concepts work. These mental exercises work, right? Let's learn to be more abundant so we can stop being impatient. Let's be happy and grateful for the lives that we have and the things that we have, so that way we don't have to worry about being impatient. We don't have to force anything to make it happen because that's all it comes from. And then as far as frustration, one thing you guys can do is, I would say the frustration is just going to come with time. I can't really tell you your triggers. I don't know your triggers. I don't know Marcus' triggers. I don't know Andre's triggers. I don't know your triggers, right? That's where you come in. You have to do inner work. I can't really give y'all the answers to everything mentally, right? I do my best to put people on the right track, but I get a lot of questions about what exactly did you do? Well, I did something that works for me because of my situation and my lifestyle. So I believe for you guys, if you find yourself getting frustrated with yourself, ask yourself why, and understand that self-love comes from within, and understand that you are on a journey, you are learning, right? This isn't something that you're forcing to happen. Like, you are learning, you are growing. Appreciate the growth. Appreciate that you may still make mistakes, and actually learn how to talk yourself through mistakes instead of beating yourself up. Because when you beat yourself up, you feel like you need to do something to reprimand yourself or like get some get back or go back and revenge trade. But when you revenge trade, you're still practicing terrible habits that lead you further away from being a profitable trader. So learn to love your life, be grateful for your life, right? Enter trades when they present themselves, when they're literally screaming at you. You wait until it's screaming at you. This is where I take my entry. And this might go over your heads. Wait for the charts to scream at you to get your entry. You may not know what that screaming looks like or sounds like. It's not a sound, of course. But when you look at that chart, it's going to literally be screaming at you because your bread and butter is the same. And I want you to know what your bread and butter is. And I didn't realize this until I got on the call with NQ Marcus. Shout out to NQ Marcus. When I got on the call with NQ Marcus, he told me, like, bro, you know exactly what you're doing. Just focus on that. And I was like, you feel like you do that already, but you realize you don't. So when I actually went and just started focusing on that bread and butter, and I lined it up with the bias for the day, I could see like maybe my play will work out in somebody else's play will work out, right? Because I trade with the team. We both win, but what they saw was something to get the continuation, but I'm seeing the bigger picture because I like my fib retracements that sit inside of a fair value gap. Those are like, that's when the market is screaming at me. You know what I mean? The market is screaming at me when I see the 38.20% level inside of a fair value gap on a high time frame, and then just watch price continue to trend, right? But entry day, you know, we might see something different. Somebody might say I'm bullish for today, yeah, because we haven't reached that fair value gap yet, right? So they're bullish until they reach that fair value gap, but their TP gets hit. Boom. This is where I get to come in for my short at the fair value gap because my scream is continuation lower or whatever. So that's just what I wanted to leave you guys with. I don't want to like go too far over the place. Just remember that there's things that you can do to not be impatient in the market, and it really just comes from working on yourself. Really just comes from accepting the life that you have right now and being grateful for what you have right now, and patting yourself on the back for learning how to trade, for wanting to be a trader, for going through this journey, because it's gonna take time. But I swear, months after month after month, you can be like, yo, I'm a way better trader than I was months ago. All right, keep going, keep going. Like, I was looking at some of my film from a year ago, and I'm like, yo, I can't believe I used to trade like that. It's like trash entries, y'all, garbage. I'm like laughing at myself, like, no way, this was me a year ago. And I've been trading for a long time, but I'm like, nah, a year ago, it looked like I was a beginner trader, bro. But that's just what comes with growth. That's what comes with growth. And that's why I'm glad I do YouTube now, is because I could go back and like see any videos I made. I go back and see any content that I recorded for the channel that I just never posted because I was trading like trash. So yeah, man. I appreciate everybody that tuned into this video. I hope everybody stayed to the end. If you did, comment the word profit. Comment the word profit if you made it to the end of this video. I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me. It's been officially a year on the channel. I feel like I said that before, but it's been a year on the channel, and it's like I can't believe it. Like, it's been a year since I just been doing this, and it's like I really wasn't a person that talked a lot, and now I just talk a lot, right? And I get to put all my thoughts and ideas into the real world and let people hear them that are actually interested in what we do, which is trading. But yeah, that's it for this video. Make sure y'all like the video on your way out. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you want to get more psychology tips. You guys want to see my journey, you know, tap in with your boy on Instagram. Link is right there. Well, my handle's right here. And yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Keep God first, keep grinding and growing, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.